And that's how it was for me at first. But I'm gonna be real. I apply down to the same like shit to smoking that I do to like the cigars that I do to like the regular shit. Cause cigar shit down there. If you smoke your weed, how you supposed to smoke a cigar? Cut your ass get higher. Cause like cigars is all about the taste of shit. So really, you just swishing around your mouth, just getting the flavors of the shit. Man, you do that bit with weed, plus you inhaling that whole man, that shit, yeah, big zucchini. But I'm gonna tell you, a big part of like cigars, I give it to Laylac. T.Y. brother, that nigga used to smoke a black and mild every time he get drink, and I was like, "Oh, why you just don't roll up a joint?" He was like, "Nah, I don't really like smoking weed when I'm drinking. It's like the drink be fucking up the taste of the weed, vice versa." And then I kind of understood that. 'Cause I was like, "Bitch, when you drinking, you don't really be like tasting no weed or like feel like you smoking, bitch. You just trying to even that whole out."
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a friendly or perhaps not so friendly battle in the Yellowhammer Stadium that resonates from the Tennessee River Valley to the Wiregrass. As we'll see a squad to the Sucker, the Alabama Jaguars. Taking on the second rate of the Alabama Crimson Tide. But as well as the going on to live, they will take podcast just along with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to see it up. And the Jaguars will start the game. On the run from inside zone 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback. One thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is going to get in.
The passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to 5 or 6 yards off on the ground, but it will be very successful.
At the 35, he's got room. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after the pickup of 15. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that toast the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down. And you see it year after year with these guys. There's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it, fires to the left.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Alabama! What a grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee. It's stopped at 14. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side
That's a kick return?
the teammates look towards
That's a kick return.
games like this.
On second down, looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Jaguars come to the line in a hurry up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Buys a little time. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He leaves it with his back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick and bring up a decision on 4th down. The Jaguars will line up and run it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball. He found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Power football with the run. They got him previewed. Big gain to the 43.
Defense is going to have their hands trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Keeps the legs moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided a disaster and stopped the really big play. And they'll line up on the 31 on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets to the 25.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back goes in motion. A little release to the back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Lining up the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to.
That's right. They're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
I scared
The first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't been looking at his record.
That play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Touch pass on the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Steps away to find some room. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Jaguars are marching down the field.
What?
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on the second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking for a big play. Catch inside the 25. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Takes the easy one to the back. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hines is back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Using the quick game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 15. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Caught in the backfield, it's Curry.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They're bringing heat. Skips away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown tie.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country. because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Jaguars decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Paulo, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Looking to go up top on first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Firing to the right, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Getting some heat. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
On to attempt the try. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Jaguars will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down.
I ain't gonna scout around that time. The only NC
The Jaguars offense
niggas, well, I can't say niggas, but shit, majority of niggas I knew was fucking with was NC basketball.
at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad.
NC basketball where the money was.
TKO, it was awful in the first half. Flush it. I gotta start doing something right. I gotta find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point.
Nah, fuck all that 2K football. NBA Live, nigga. Oh, Sam, Shaq,
As
bitch.
often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Webb. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
He lets one fly deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Nigga, they used to hand that bitch out in the cereal box.
And that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And off from the shotgun. They'll get him stopped just short.
Yeah, everybody played Need for Speed.
Here with a first down.
Yeah, everybody played that shit. Midnight Club, Hot Pursuit, what's the other race one besides Need for Speed and Midnight Club? I wasn't a big Midnight Club guy. I used to play Need for Speed. Midnight Club didn't. The Need for Speed had the customization to me. That's why I fought with it. It just had music and shit, man.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little mental. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one. When his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man, that's scary.
Here's the give off the left side. That'll hold close quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
Man, sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires on the move. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He'll keep it on the draw. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D denied him on second and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-way scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, the coach did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down,
Yeah.
and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better.
That's definitely cap.
Show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him.
Like I ain't got another nigga underneath him, huh?
Catch in the middle.
Like, nigga, y'all said the same thing about 54. 40 field then. Nah, I can't wait for 40 to leave.
They got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense.
Bruh.
Not just running go routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it?
Shit, y'all ain't seen 15 yet. Keep that under routes, though.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick it up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And that pass picked off.
Some goof ass shit.
The sudden change on the turnover, and Manny was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they don't have it at the 22.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy.
That nigga thought.
The offensive players, certainly not.
That nigga thought I was on his team. Got the Alabama's confused.
The offense rolls onto the field. And the defense finally makes the
This nigga started the game hurt, dog.
Good game. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Wide out in motion. Calls his own number. Touchdown time! And the route is on.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And adding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the counter. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get...
Can anyone catch him? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He'll keep it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Jaguars will punt this one away. Slips through the line. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Going up top on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. They keep attacking through the air. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Fast motion from the offense. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's...
How you know what that nigga need?
Here deep into the 4th quarter.
It don't matter, nigga. Now you know how the shoe feel on the other foot, huh?
15+ yards. What a luxury. How nice.
You out here stealing niggas plays and players. Now a nigga done snipped some shit up from under your nose. Now you confused. Now you confused. Nigga confused because the nigga done stole something from under his nose. Nah, nigga, don't be confused, nigga.
Big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to run bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be...
Nigga, he stole a whole... Fuck that boy. You talking about 2 or 3 of his plays. You stole a whole formation of plays.
Trying to bully their way in.
It don't matter about barely. You seen that Ben was like, ooh, let me add this to my playbook.
And their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just
continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by 9 to ULM.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Still looking on the move. Open space at the 25.
No, I'm not tripping about it. I got better linebackers. But for you to say that he did some crazy, some dirty shit, and you do the same exact things, is the craziest thing to say.
Nothing home, take off.
Nah, it's part of his recruiting.
Don't take a big shot.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more...
Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still
looking for a deep man. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their comp.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Connection to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
We'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Looking downfield. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. He wants to pass it on second down. Throwing right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. This is